Right, so moving on to the pituitary gland, it is divided into two parts as we priorly read, anterior and posterior pituitary. अब यहाँ पे एंटीरियर पिट्यूटरी क्या क्या प्रोड्यूस करता है, योर टी एस एच, ए सी टी एच, एफ एस एच, एल एच, जी एच, पी आर एल एंड एम एस एच. इट्स गुड टू हैव दीज निमोनिक्स मेमोराइज्ड एंड रिटन डाउन समवेयर वंस और ट्वाइस, ताकि आपको पता चल जाए कि ये कौन से हार्मोन्स हैं. द फर्स्ट फोर हार्मोन्स और ट्रॉपिक हार्मोन्स, दीज फोर, राइट. सो दे रेगुलेट द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ अदर हार्मोन्स, मतलब ये जाके दूसरों की प्रोडक्शन को रेगुलेट करवाते हैं. FSH and LH are also called gonadotrophic hormones because they are associated with the gonads. ठीक है, so here's a nice diagram which shows you कि जो पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड है वो क्या क्या प्रोड्यूस कर रहा है. ठीक है ना. सो पोस्टीरियर पिट्यूटरी क्या क्या प्रोड्यूस कर रहा है, यू हैव ADH which is your anti diuretic hormone या vasopressin, and you have oxytocin. So this is your posterior pituitary right over here, and this is your anterior pituitary. And you can look at all the different sorts of hormones जो कि हम अभी ऊपर पढ़ के आए हैं. Prolactin, gonadotrophin, thyroid stimulating hormones, adrenocorticotropic hormone, ठीक है ना. So आगे जाके we will go into detail about these, but it's good to have a look at this diagram and memorize uh, the organs that they are affecting. Again, this is a very nice graphic, a much more simplified one, जहाँ पे आपके anterior और आपके sorry, this is the anterior, and then your posterior gland में वाज़ेह फ़र्क दिखाया हुआ है. ठीक है ना. And here you have prolactin and oxytocin, which is targeting the breast. You have ADH, which is targeting antidiuretic hormone, which is targeting the kidney. Then you have gonadotrophins, which are targeting the testicle and the ovary. इसी तरह से TSH, obviously thyroid पे जाएगा. Growth hormone is going to affect your bones and muscles. Then you have MSH, which is going to affect your skin. And then you have your adrenocorticotropic releasing hormones, which affects your adrenal cortex. Right. So again, going over a few of these, you have the TSH, your thyroid stimulating hormone, which stimulates the thyroid to produce the thyroid hormone. Then you have adrenocorticotropic hormone, which stimulates the adrenal cortex. It's in the name, adrenocorticotropic. So adrenal cortex to produce corticosteroids, which are aldosterone, number one, and number two, cortisol. Follicle stimulating hormone stimulates follicle growth and ovarian estrogen production, and also sperm production and androgen binding protein in men. Okay? Then you have LH, which has a role in ovulation and the growth of the corpus luteum. And it also stimulates androgen secretion by interstitial cells in the testes. Then you have your GH, which is your somatotrophic hormone, your growth hormone, which stimulates muscle cells and skeletal epiphyseal plates and the rest of the body to synthesize protein. Then you have prolactin, which stimulates the mammary glands in breast to make milk. And then you have your melanocyte stimulating hormone, which stimulates melanocytes and may increase mental alertness as well. फिर थोड़े बहुत जो रह गए, एंटी डायरेटिक हार्मोन या वैसोप्रेसिन. ठीक है ना. सो दिस इज मेड इन हाइपोथैलेमस बट इट इज स्टोर्ड इन द पोस्टीरियर पिट्यूटरी एंड वहां से रिलीज होता है. सो इट इंक्रीजेस द रीअब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ वाटर इन द डिस्टल कॉन्वोल्यूटेड ट्यूब्यूल एंड द कलेक्टिंग डक्ट ऑफ नेफ्रॉन्स, ताकि यूरिन जो प्रोड्यूस हो रहा है वो ज़्यादा कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड हो एंड योर body has more water inside, and in the process it also ends up raising the blood pressure. And then oxytocin increases the contraction of smooth muscles of reproductive structures. ठीक है ना. Stimulates labor. So smooth muscles of reproductive structures. So like oxytocin is intuitively a hormone that is released in high amounts जब somebody is in labor or the ejection of milk in females.